to bring you DRS on a Monday and TSL on a Thursday. Unfortunately not every week, in actual life it's on the way, but there you go. It's what it is, so just one more to complete setup in the fire and then we'll get this ready started. Maybe a slight delay. Maybe a slight delay as drivers are told not to ready up until those in hosting the lobby are telling them to. So there we go, we'll get past that. Get past that. Get past that. F122 stream, we are with the TSL, and as you can see, it is raining in Baku. We have 15 drivers are in the session at the moment, maybe a couple joining late, I don't know. But we are at Baku for a 50% race after this short 18-minute quali session, and as you can see, the rain is coming down. So let's see who wants to come out and start us off. It's intermediate weather. And we do have somebody making their way out. And that is MK5 on bags. In the red and gold Hasta La Vista car. Custom teams here, remember? Hello to everyone joining us on the DRS Twitch also. Congratulations on getting to affiliate on there. Just a reminder, if you would like to comment, then I can only see the comments on my Twitch. I can't see the comments on the DRS one. So it's a blobby_butler. Do drop in and say hello. And hopefully we won't get cut off without me knowing like we did last time, which was very unfortunate, as I had no idea and spent the next hour still talking to myself, which is obviously not what we want. So I will just open the stream and make sure we have it here, which we do. So if that cuts off, then I'll know. And we will stick with MK5 on bags, as he's going to be the first one to start a flying lap, unless whoever that is behind him comes past. I'm sure that person's just looking for a tow up the main straight. Here's MK5 on bags. It is Boogie T Slime just behind it. MK5, I believe, has hit the wall. He has. MK5 has hit the wall, as we just checked who was behind him. So we're now going to go with Boogie T Slime, who is also going back in the pits. So maybe he got caught up in that as well. MK5 on bags is going back into the pits. So let's find who is actually going to start a flying lap, and that's going to be Miller Vanilla. So Miller Vanilla then to start this flyer. First one to get underway. Baku, a tough track as it is, even in the dry. The wet conditions causing even more problems, trying to go flat through the last sector MK5 on bags, finding a wall, and fortunate to remain in the session. Here's Miller Vanilla, and he's got Naben Holan just behind him also, and a little bit of a slide through the chicane there. Naben Holan is just behind him, I believe. A very cautious looking first lap, as you'll understand in this weather. We'll stick with Miller Vanilla as he leads a little trail of cars through on the opening flying lap. Somebody out of shape there in an Audi behind. So Miller Vanilla then, what's the time going to be? Oh, into the wall, and a big crash. Naben Holan into the back of Miller Vanilla, and Miller Vanilla has got a 5-place grid penalty for that one. He took the same bit of wall that happened to MK5 earlier on, and Naben Holan on his flying lap himself just couldn't avoid it. Now we do have people setting times. Brad Mason with a 155, Sykes Snipes with a 156, and Wavy with a 158 are the first ones up on the board. And we're about to see Buddy's Vengeance, I think, go into second with a 156.7. And next round will be MK5 again, I think, who is on an invalid, but he was on an outlap anyway. And Boogie T Slime just behind him, who is stopping. Oh, he's reversing back into the pits. He's not going to get away with that, and he's been disqualified. Boogie T Slime has been disqualified. You will not get away with reversing on a racetrack, and that has set him to the back of the grid. Back with MK5 as he begins his Sector 1 for another attempt. We have 2 casualties so far, Naben Holan and now Boogie T Slime. Quite a few still yet to have a go. Maybe waiting for the track to dry out. I don't see the weather forecast, of course. MK5 then through the castle section. We'll keep you up to date with all the laps as they go in. And Brad Mason has retired. Brad Mason in the same place in Sector 3 has crashed. Everybody trying to go flat through there in the rain. It's not happening, and it's causing problems for a few. Brad Mason is out of the session. Let's hope he's not going to be in too much in the way as other drivers come past. As you can see, MK5 now on to the main straight. And here he comes across the line at 158.0. So he is currently 5th. Sykes Snipes and Buddy's Vengeance 156.7s. Brad Mason is provisional pole but has crashed out of the session. Mansis is coming back into the pits. It's not quite ready for him yet. Miller Vanilla's on another outlap. Of course, had that incident, and Scornful Griffin has set a time, but it's not a very good one. He's going to go around for another go, is he? That was a 2:11. So maybe he got caught up somewhere in the green monster car there. And TMK sets a 1:58.9. He's still in last year's livery. TMK there with a 1:58.9. Yellow flags all over the place. UJ, he's got a bit of purple on the radar. Can he get round this last bit and make it down the straight to set a lap? He can. And where's he going to be? 1:54.6 for UJGC in the Marlborough. Sets the fastest lap so far by over a second, and he is now on provisional pole. The track must be drying, as you see drivers going a bit quicker now. Let's just see who we've got. And then Swanton Bomb has overshot the second corner, and he's on his outlap anyway, so hasn't caused any damage there. There's a good runoff area in that part of the track. MK5 coming back in. He has set a lap now. Here's Mansis and Miller Vanilla's going back into the pits. Mansis is on an outlap. Let's see where everyone is. Who's just improved there? Wavy just improved. No, maybe not. Was it Scornful? Scornful just improved there with a 1:57.6. He is up to 6th, but now that's 7th as TMK sits at 1:56 as well. Up to 3rd for TMK. Here comes Psych Snipes. He's starting another lap. There's Buddy's Vengeance also starting another lap. So those two are at the beginning of the lap. UJ again 1:53.6. He's over 2 seconds clear of everybody else at the moment. UJ has timed his laps very, very well. He's avoided all the problems other people have had, and the track is getting drier, so I expect these times to come down in the remaining 6 minutes of the session. Let's go and have a look at Scornful Griffin, see how he's getting on as he comes through to start sector 3. He's 2 seconds quicker than his previous. So provided he has no incidents coming through this last section, we can expect him to move up the leaderboard somewhat. Here comes Scornful Griffin then to the line. No, he has abandoned that attempt and he's pitting. So who are next? We have TMK. Might well be pitting. He is. Buddy's Vengeance. Also pitting. And Sight Snipes is invalidated, so he's also pitting. Haven't caught the one very well on this one. Here comes Mansis to set his first flying lap, and it is first place, 1:53.600. Mansis goes to provisional pole. Let's see where Smug Git is. He's just coming through up towards the castle. Let's say with Smug for a minute now. And it's quite quiet out on track at the moment. Everyone preparing for their final runs. can actually see the comments in the DRS League Twitch for a change. I can't see them on my screen, but I have got the DRS open. So Swanton says good evening, and Smugget saying about it looking damp. Indeed it does. And here comes Smug now. And he's going to set a time of 158.0, and he goes 9th. Swanton is on another outlap. Let's keep an eye on Miller Vanilla as he's coming into this notorious Sector 3 where he already had a problem. Mansis beats his own time. He's under 153 now. 152.9 for Mansis. Getting a bit busy around the pit exit. Here comes Miller Vanilla. What can he do? 155.7 for Miller Vanilla, and that's third. So definitely some improvement in the track conditions. Here goes Wavy, and Wavy sets a 153.7 and goes third, ahead of Miller Vanilla, only just. Who is next to come round? That will be Smug, who's a little bit over his time. And now he isn't. Now after a purple Sector 2, he's on his way. Smug get on his way then, up the main straight. Is he going to improve his time? It looks like he may. Up to 6th, 156.1 for Smug. TMK I think didn't improve, 156.4 for him. There's Bunny's Vengeance. Is the timing screen wrong? I believe maybe not. He's just starting his flyer. Mansis once again improves. 152.4. That's 3 laps in a row. Incredible. Syme still yet to set a lap. Has to get this one right. 40 seconds remain. Swanton also yet to set a lap. And according to the timing screen, this one's not going to be very good. So it's going to be about... It is a 2 minute 39 for Swanton. So he needs to nail this lap as well. Here comes Scornful Griffin. Is he going to improve? He does a little, but he stays 11th. It's going to be a last chance saloon for him. So let's see Smug then. It's going to be the first one to meet the checkered flag, and I don't believe he's got a front wing. So Smug may just be pitting here after an incident. And indeed Smug is heading into the pit lane. So let's see TMK as MK5 on Bags is out. MK5 on Bags has crashed, and I believe he's in the tunnel. He's in the castle section. UJGC takes the provisional pole with 152.4, just 0.02 of a second quicker than Mansis. Bunny's Vengeance is up to third. Can Mansis do anything about it? It doesn't look like it. And he's heading into the pits. So UJ is going to be on pole unless Sykes Snipes can do something. He is 3 seconds up on his time. Sykes Snipes takes pole. 1:52.442 for Sykes Snipes. What a lap that was. Syme finished at 1:53.0. We're still awaiting Swanton though. We're still awaiting Swanton. But I think he's too far back. He is indeed too far back to take pole. He's a bit off the pace of 1:57.6. Keeps him in 13th. So Sykes Snipes with the pole position with the very last lap as the track improved throughout the session. Sykes Snipes in first from UJGC, Mansis, Bunny's Vengeance, Syme, Scornful Griffin, Wavy, TMK, Miller Vanilla with a 5-place penalty will drop to 14th. Brad Mason, MK5 and Mag, Smug Git, Swanton, and then Naaman Holan who crashed out, and Boogie T Slime who was disqualified. So it's pole for the Audi of Sykes Snipes, with UJGC's Marlborough in second, Mansis in third for Lamborghini. We have a bit of a pause, usually about a 3-minute break. We have a bit of a break, the sun is out, so no more rain. And I will bring you during the break to standings. Let me find the driver standings. Here we are. And Bunny's Vengeance is your leader. Oh look, we've got them displayed on the stream as well. Brilliant. Bunny's Vengeance is your leader with 94 points. From Scornful Griffin in second with 83, followed by Wavy and UJ, a pair of Marlboroughs, 78 and 68 respectively. Then Brad Mason on 62, Swanton on 45, and a pair of Monsters on 40, Syme and Naaman Holan. MK5 on Bags and Joker, who's missing today, 31 and 30. Then it's Mansis, who came in late to the season. He's on 27 from Boogie T Slime, and King Kong, who's also not around today. Then it's Smug, Imral Salvin and Dynamon both missing. Sykes Snipes only 8 points. He's on pole. Hello Finley. Stop trying to take over my commentary job, please. Thank you. Well, if you're sick of me, you can go and join Finley. He's also commentating. We should really get on. We should really get on a Discord and do duel one time. But there you go. So then, Bunny's Vengeance, Scornful Griffin and Wavy lead the championship. Sykes Snipes is your pole sitter. I'll take you through the entire grid on the formation lap. We've got a Spurs fan cheering on Marlborough in the chat. Sykes Snipes has put his Audi on pole. He's not picked up many points this season. So, can he do something here? We've got the countdown. So we are about to get underway. The rain caused all kinds of problems in Sector 3. There's some crashes. Of course, Baku being a street circuit, proximity to walls, always going to cause some issues. Okay then, here we go on the formation lap. And I am going to put the tyres up as well there for you. So we have Syke Snipes then in the Audi on pole from UJ, GC's, Marlborough in second. Don't know why it's ghosting on my screen, but it does that a lot. Mansis is in third in the Lamborghini from Bunny's Vengeance Audi in fourth. Then a pair of monsters, Sime and Scornful, 5th and 6th from Wavy in the Marlborough in 7th, and TMK in 8th in one of last year's liveries. 9 is Brad Mason in the Lamborghini from MK5 on bags for Hasta La Vista, who are 10 and 11 with Smug Git. Swanton Bombs Marlborough is 12 from Naben Holan, who had an unfortunate accident in qualifying. He's 13th in the Monster. Miller Vanilla, who caused that accident, is 14th with his grid penalty, and Boogie T Slime rounds off the grid after being disqualified in qualifying. So two of the 4 Lamborghinis are at the back. The tyre wise, most going for mediums, except Miller Vanilla is on hards. Smug Git and Bunny's Vengeance going for softs, looking to be racy early doors. It's 26 laps around this Baku street circuit. As you see the castle there. And Syke Snipes leads us round. Predicted pit strategy then. Soft, medium to hard, 1 stopper, or soft medium for 2 stopper. Of course, likelihood of safety car on this track quite high, so that could play a factor. The weather was bad in qualifying, but it looks like blue skies and sunshine for the main race here, as Syke Snipes takes us back up onto the grid. See everybody frantically warming tyres behind. Let's see how many get disqualified for parking this week. Just before we start, a quick reminder. I'll be back at 10 o'clock tonight for my racing prospects, which is at Jeddah. And then we've got a special one on Saturday for Baker Plays on Facebook's 200th stream. Here we go then, it's TSL at Baku, 5 lights and underway. UJ is going to make the start up the inside of Syke Snipes into the lead. UJ takes, UJ's off and he's hit. He's lost it, UJ, and he hit Syke Snipes, and he's fallen right to the back almost. And Mansis takes advantage and takes the lead, but Bunny's Vengeance is chasing. Sime is up to 3rd, a good start for him. Syke Snipes drops to 4th after that contact. UJ's off again. UJ is off again. He's managed to keep it going, but he was down the escape road, and UJ has dropped right to the back from the front row, and the battle for the lead. Mansis leads from Bunny's Vengeance. Syke Snipes has dropped to 4th from pole. Sime is in 3rd ahead of him. Wavy is just behind him, 5th from Scornful Griffin. MK5 on bags is up to 7th. Smug Git has also gone off. He's down at the back now. TMK's 8th. Boogie's up to 9th. What a start. What a start for Boogie T Slime from the back. He's ahead of Brad Mason, Naben Holan, Miller Vanilla, Swanton, and then UJ and DRS Smug Git, who has dropped right to the back of the field. Bunny's Vengeance will be looking to make the most of the soft tyres and get away into the lead quickly. Mansis is the one he's got to get past, and as you know, he doesn't even need DRS. He sails by and takes the lead of the race. Mansis is now second, from Syme in third, and Sykes Snipes behind him fourth. Then it's Wavy and Scornful Griffin, and UJ pits. He must have had damage from his eventful first lap escapades. Look out for him making a recovery drive later on the hard tyres, though. If he can stretch it 25 laps, I will be very impressed. But if anyone can do it, it's UJ. He's showed incredible pace just lately, as MK5 on Bags and TMK scrapping away, and both into the wall. And Booby T Slime says thank you very much, and takes both of them. And Brad Mason's going to try and do the same, and he runs MK5 sort of into the wall. MK5 is coming back to him. They're going to go side by side into the castle, and then Brad Mason's into the wall. Brad Mason in the wall. You cannot go side by side into the castle section. That was asking for trouble, and trouble is what Brad Mason got there. He's lost his front wing. And UJ's off again at the back. He's having an absolute nightmare at the moment. UJ, Bunny's Vengeance leads then from Mansis, and it's a virtual safety car. It's a virtual safety car, so nobody will be using the tow. Well, they will now be using the tow because we're back racing. That was the quickest virtual safety car I think I've ever seen. But the DRS is now enabled because we're on lap 3. And Nathan Holland is going to take TMK, who is pitting as he also lost his front wing in all that scrapping. MK5 on Bags may also have had damage. He's pitting. And Brad Mason is also. And let's just have a look here. Yes, he had no front wing as well. So let's go to the front four, as they're very, very close going through here. And they've got to be careful. We've seen if you scrap too hard in certain areas of this track, it's going to end in tears. And it has done for a few, as UJ pits again. So he must have had more damage. A nightmare race for UJ. And a yellow in sector 1. Is that TMK? It is. TMK's come out of the pits and straight into some problems. We go back to the leaders. Bunny's Vengeance then. From Mansis, Syme and Sykes Snipes and Wavy, all within half a second of each other. This first 5 cars. Scornful is catching as well. Is Wavy going to try and make a move on Sykes Snipes? Is he going to be close enough in the DRS train? Bunny's Vengeance sets the fastest lap. The soft tyres are paying dividend, but the others are sticking with him. But he has got to the front. UJ does continue. He's out on medium tyres now, in 15th place, having pitted twice. I suppose on a track like this, at this stage of the race, you continue anyway, because there might not be 10 finishers. That'll be my logic at Jeddah this evening. Stay out of the walls and hope other people don't. There we go, very close together, as you can see. Just looking for openings at the moment. The DRS train negating, and TMK has passed MK5 on Bags again. Those two had a bit of a scrap earlier on. Barney's Vengeance then leads us into the end of lap 4. As you can see, it's Mansis, Syme, Sykes Snipes and Wavy and Scornful Griffin. As MK5 on Bags loses another place, this time to Brad Mason. And Mansis sets the fastest lap this time. Barney's Vengeance is keeping them behind despite not getting the DRS boost. No change in the order of the top 5. We have a yellow in sector 2. And TMK's got a time penalty. I'm not sure who that was. It's MK5 on Bags who's gone off. Who caused that, and he's lost another place. He's now running last as UJ has passed him. No change in the order in the front 5, but they're all still within a second of each other. Brad Mason's recovery drive is starting. He sets the fastest lap and is catching TMK rather quickly. UJ now sets the fastest lap of the race, finally finding his feet here in Baku. Keep an eye on UJ and Brad Mason for a recovery drive back into the points here after incidents. And of course MK5, don't rule him out. Brad Mason's got to look to get TMK past very quickly as you see the front 5 go down the main straight again. Lovely dual view there. The track coming back on itself, just separated by the wall. Brad's going to have to wait to the main straight, I think, to get this pass. I will stick with it as nothing has changed with the front 5 for a little while. Here we go. Is he going to get close enough to use that DRS? And we've got another yellow in sector 2 and 3. And that's UJ again. UJ is off again. A torrid time for UJ today. Brad is not close enough this time to get it done. MK5, did he have an incident as well there? Oh, was that still the flag for UJ? I'm not sure. We'll stick with Brad as he looks to make the move here on TMK. Up the inside. Beautifully clean move there. And MK5 and UJ have come together again, have they? MK5's got a... UJ's pitting quick. He's out of the race. And MK5's got a speeding penalty and is pitting yet again as the leaders go past, and just as we see, Syme is now overtaken by Mansis. Barney's Vengeance is pitting and Mansis is taking the lead from Syme. Sykes Snipes is in 3rd and right in this battle with Wavy and Scornful Griffin. Boogie T Slime's actually catching the leaders. Swanton and Naben Holland scrapping away, and Miller Vanilla comes out just. Barney's Vengeance comes out in 10th, and Smug is in the pits once again. And a yellow in sector 1 for somebody. Not sure who that was. Naben Holland and Swanton scrapping. Naben up the inside of Swanton, and they give each other room, do they? Side by side. Naben Holland's not giving it up and takes the position back. Great racing by those two. Great racing by those two. Naben Holland and Swanton Bomb. And they're coming up to lap MK5, I believe. Mansis then has now got a second gap. Psych Snipes did manage to get in front of Syme. And up into second place. Wavy is in fourth. Bunny's Vengeance, having pitted early, is now in 10th. He's on a two-stopper. Smug will look to go to the end on his hard tyres now. As we watch Wavy not getting close enough to make a dive up the inside of Syme into turn 1. Bunny's Vengeance already trying to fight his way back through the field, having pitted, and he is going to sail past Miller Vanilla. MK5 on Bags is pit and quit. He's out of the race. So we've lost UJ and MK5 on Bags. Hopefully MK's car will not cause any problems as it comes back out of the pits. Should disappear shortly. Let's keep an eye on Syme as Brad Mason now making a move on Smug up the inside. And that's a nice one for him. We do still have MK5's car going very slowly on track. I'm hoping it will go away very soon. But Brad has just taken Smug and TMK's right behind. And Smug has overrun the corner there, maybe distracted by the ghost car of his teammate. But Smug's having to back out of there. MK5, that's where he's going to park. Having already relinquished control when he pitted to DNS. Smug may have been distracted by the ghost car there. Movement in behind here. Syme going on the outside of Psych Snipes. And up into second. Psych Snipes will fight it back. Not quite. Wavy's keeping an eye on this from just behind them. While Mantis is now 2.5 seconds up the road. Here goes Psych Snipes again. Up the inside of Syme. Good move. Very good move. Syme having a look to try and take it back again. A yellow in sector 3. Is that Bunny's Vengeance? No, it's TMK. TMK's going to need another front wing. He's off. Psych Snipes keeps the position then ahead of Syme with Wavy just behind. They've dropped Scornful Griffin back now as TMK is out of the race. TMK's out of the race, and I think that's caused a safety car. We've got a safety car caused by the crash of TMK. Let's go and keep with Mansis as he's going to approach the corpse of TMK's car, which has now gone, but we do have a full course safety car. The safety car is on track. I see a yellow icon. And we have a safety car. We only have 12 runners left on track, and Mansis has taken the opportunity to pit, as has Psych Snipes, as has Syme, as has Wavy, as has Scornful, as has Clooney. So is Megan Holden going to do so? Yes, he is. Swanson Bomb? Yes, he is. Miller Vanilla? Yes. So Bunny's Vengeance is going to go right back to second. He's going to go right back up to second, but he does need to pit again. So Mansis managed to get in and out. And back behind the safety car in the lead. Bunny's Vengeance back up to second after not pitting. Everybody else then did pit. Yep, everybody else did pit. Is Smug going to? He isn't. So Smug continues on. So everyone pitting there except Bunny's Vengeance and Smug. Smug's going to come out just behind Brad Mason. But that'll bring everybody back close together again. Looks like we will have one more lap of safety car as Brad and Smug have some catching up to do to the field. And we're just coming round to the sector 3 line now. Plenty of laps to go on lap 10 of 26. So I believe we will have another full safety car lap. Yeah, Brad and Smug not yet up with the pack. As they go through to complete lap 10, and for nearly everybody the pit stops are done. Bunny's Vengeance will be hoping for another safety car a bit later on. Because his strategy has caught him out a little bit. He's got good on track position in second, but everybody around him will not have to pit again. So let's go through the full order then. Mansis in the Lamborghini is in first. Bunny's Vengeance, your championship leader, is in second in the Audi. Wavy from Marlborough is third. From Sight Snipes, the pole sitter, who's now fourth in the Audi. From Syme in the Monster in fifth. Boogie T Slime from the back of the grid is now sixth in a good position. The Lamborghini. Seventh is Scornful Griffin with his teammate Nathan Holland in eighth. Them two are in the green monster cars. Swanton Bomb for Marlborough is ninth from Miller Vanilla and Brad Mason in the Lamborghinis. They'll both now be hoping to kick on and get points. And Smug is at the back of the field in 12th in the Hasta La Vista, the only one remaining after MK5 on bags did not finish. Also out of the race, UJGC and TMK. So we look again back on the helicam to Mansis behind the safety car. Beautiful backdrop of Baku. The safety car is in this lap. Be interested to see how Mansis plays this. Restart with the long straight, try not to give anybody a tow. Of course the DRS won't be active for 3 laps after the safety car. Bunny's Vengeance is keen, he's very keen. He's very keen, as you can see. Wavy following on. Mansis is leaving it as late as he possibly can here. We'll keep an eye on everyone bunching in behind. This has the potential to go very well for somebody or very wrong for somebody. Boogie is up 2 places already on the restart. Loses one of them again, but that's still, he's up to 5th. Syme is going to fight that back, as he know. Syme's dropped back into the clutches of his 2 teammates behind. But Boogie T Slime from the back of the grid now is 5th. As you see, everybody filtering through after the safety car restart. A very clean restart from everyone there. Sykes Snipes now trying to chase Wavy, and we've got a yellow, and there's somebody off at the back, and it's Miller Vanilla. Miller Vanilla is off. Didn't see what happened there, but he's dropped to the back of the field. Sykes Snipes following Wavy very closely through the castle section. Not really a place to make an overtake, as demonstrated earlier on when MK5, TMK and Brad Mason all decided to get a little bit silly through there. So let's see, do these medium tyres have an advantage over the hards? No DRS, remember, just yet. But here comes Bunny's Vengeance. Is he going to have the pace to get to Mansis? Not on this occasion. Swanton Bomb has overtaken Nathan Holan for 8th place. He'll hope to repeat that on another couple of monsters in front of him. And immediately is right on the rear tyres of Scornful Griffin. Bunny's Vengeance still running close. In second spot. It would be a feat to stretch these medium tyres out for the rest of the race. We're only at half race distance. Sykes Knights maybe having a look at Wavy here. Nothing doing there. As they all come through the castle. Few great camera views on this particular circuit. So we're back into that front four, front five in formation. Let's see if anyone can make a pass. DRS will be enabled at the end of this lap, I think. There it is, DRS back online. Brad Mason coming very close to Nathan Holan there. Keeping an eye on Brad for the recovery drive from the back. Speaking of recovery drives, what a great performance so far from Boogie T Slime, who did start at the back of the grid. He's now 5th. Everyone coming through cleanly at the moment. Sykes Knights has a little look but thinks better of diving there on Wavy. As through the castle they go again. You see just how close they are. But not many places to make overtakes on this track. So we're beginning lap 15 of 26. Mansis is your leader from Bunny's Vengeance, who's now second behind and may be vulnerable to Wavy and Sykes Knights with DRS. The medium tyres at the moment not paying dividend for Bunny. But no moves there. Can Nathan Holan make a move on Swanton Bomb? He can't. He's having a look though. Keeping Swanson looking in his mirrors rather than up too scornful, and he's going to try and make a move on the outside here. And Nathan Holland, Swanson's trying to hold it, but Nathan Holland makes it round the outside and back up into 8th place. Swanson now has the attentions of Brad Mason behind. The medium tyres really not performing. Bunny's Vengeance also struggling to keep up with Mansis. And Swanson dropping back rather than going forward. So 12 runners still going here in Baku. I would have predicted with only 15 in that less than 10 will finish, but we will see. Bit of DRS for Sykes Nice, but he's nowhere near far enough forward to make a move. Brad Mason might be though. Here goes Brad Mason up the inside of Swanton Bomb. Swanton's going to fight this back though. And he doesn't quite get up the inside of Brad there, but he's still going to fight it as Nathan Holland overtakes Scornful Griffin in front of those two. Nathan Holland takes his teammate and up into 7th. Scornful having a difficult time today in the Monster. Some good overtaking action there. Wavy still holding off Sykes Snipes, still being held off by Bunny's Vengeance. Mansis driving away down the road happily and almost 2 seconds in front now. This is just what he seemed to be doing before the safety car, and he's come out and he's continued it, and so far looks very good value for a win. There, now then, this time Wavy looks like he's going to be close enough to make the move on Bunny's Vengeance. Here he comes. There he goes, and Wavy is up to 2nd. Wavy up to 2nd, ahead of Bunny's Vengeance, with Sykes Snipes looking on in behind. Bunny's will try and have a look back at Wavy, but doesn't get it done. And now he's got the attentions of his teammate behind, Sykes Snipes. Smug is in the pits yet again, and Bunny's Vengeance makes the move back on Wavy. Bunny's Vengeance makes the move back to 2nd place on Wavy. Sykes Snipes is just in behind waiting for an error and is very close now to the back of Wavy. They have now been caught by Boogie Titty Slime, who wants to make it a 4-way battle. Podium places on the line here. Bunny's Vengeance doing his best to hold on to 2nd place. He did lose it to Wavy, but he got it back. So far, it's a pointless day for Hasta La Vista. Their only driver left on the track is Smug Git, and he is in 12th at the moment. Here goes Wavy again on Bunny's Vengeance. Wavy is going to take the place back again from Bunny's Vengeance up into second place, but runs a bit deep, and that's going to let Bunny's Vengeance take him, and Psych Snipes is going to get involved as well, possibly. Bunny's Vengeance retakes second. Wavy went too deep into turn one. Psych Snipes looks on but can't make a move just yet. Wavy having a little look. Very close together now, which is enabling Boogie T Slime to catch right up to the back of them. A little wobble for Wavy there. Is that the opening for Psych Snipes? Not on this occasion. And contact! Contact there! Boogie T Slime went into the back of Psych Snipes. They're all going to make it through. But does Boogie have any damage? Let's try and see. He looks okay visually. But that's just spread them out just a little bit and brought Simon to play in sixth. Boogie T Slime just a little bit late on his break there, and now Sime is getting a run on Boogie, and Sime is going to breeze past here on this straight. Here we go on the onboard. Then round the outside, he's going to have it done by the time they get to the corner. There he goes, Sime into fifth place, and Boogie T Slime drops back to sixth. Swanton Bomb gaining on Brad Mason. Maybe the medium tyre now coming back into its own. Lap 19 of 26. Bunny's Vengeance has got a job on if he's going to keep these medium tyres through to the end, as well as keeping a podium as Smug sets the fastest lap of the race. Bunny's Vengeance then doing all he can to keep second place, being chased by Wavy, Psych Snipes, Sime and Boogie. Though Sime has got a 2-second gap to make up to join back in with that battle. Boogie goes a little bit wide there, he's pushing hard. See if Wavy or Psych Snipes can do anything to break this train. Mansis now 3 seconds clear at the front and looks to be heading towards a comfortable victory. Wavy and Psych Snipes this time too much spread out for anyone to make a move. Boogie might fancy a go at Sime, he's too far back as well. We'll stick with this epic battle for second, third and fourth. Podium places on the line as we're in lap 20 of 26. And here's my Psych Snipes having a little look, thinking better of it. Psych Snipes closing in on Wavy, who has found Bunny's Vengeance to be an absolutely immovable object in front of him. He's passed him twice, but lost it on the same lap twice. So this time Psych Snipes could be close enough to Wavy Can he this time make a move like Snipes? Wavy has the DRS as well, of course. Snipes not quite close enough, and Wavy gets a decent exit. So there's nothing doing into turn 2 either. He is getting close to Swanton Bomb pits. Swanton pits with 11 lap old mediums. So it just goes to show what a job Bunny's Vengeance is doing. He's a 14 laps old, and he's trying to go to the end by the looks of it. Excellent tyre management then from the championship leader, who will look to extend his championship lead with this second place. But he has Wavy and Snipes right on his case still. As you can see, the three of them going through the castle section, and it's very, very close. Syme and Boogie will be looking to keep these three battling in front and come and join in. Of course, if either of them gets within a second of the car in front, they will also have the DRS, which is so powerful here at Baku. Let's see, this time is Wavy close enough? He looks like he is close enough. Could this be the third time we see Wavy pass Bunny's Vengeance on the main straight? He goes inside. He goes inside. He gets it slowed down and takes second place. But Bunny's Vengeance is looking to go up the inside into turn 2. He can't make it this time with a big wobble. A big wobble from Bunny's Vengeance. And that's going to let Snipes up into third place. The tyres just couldn't last the distance, I don't think, for Bunny's Vengeance. The error came and he's now dropped to fourth, and his misery could be prolonged because Syme is now just half a second behind him. If his tyres fall off, he's got a lot of problems. He's going to have to defend a lot of positions. Syme is having a look. Wavy then up to second, but he's not safe there yet because Snipes is very close to him. Bunny's Vengeance then dropping out of the podium positions and into fourth, ahead of Syme and Boogie, who are less than a second behind. Then it's Naben Holland and Scornful, the monsters in midfield, 7 and 8. And then the Lamborghinis of Brad Mason and Miller Vanilla are 9th and 10th. Swanton is 11th and has come back out on soft tyres, presumably to go for a fastest lap. And Smug is your last remaining runner in 12th for Hasta La Vista. Who's getting close? Syme is getting close, very close. Contact almost between Syme and Bunny's Vengeance there. And Syme gets it done up to fourth, does he? Bunny's Vengeance fights it back and retakes the position. Syme will go again though. And Boogie's been brought right up into this as well. Bunny's Vengeance defending for his life as Miller Vanilla pits. Swanton sets the fastest lap of the race, as I just predicted, and also moves up into 10th. So he's gained a couple of points potentially. Instantaneously, as Smug pits once again as well. Incredible defending from Bunny's Vengeance. Here we are on board with him. His tyres must be absolutely screaming. Syme and Boogie are looking to try to get past him. The podium, they seem safe. as the top three. Mansis is nearly 5 seconds ahead of Wavy. Wavy has got Sykes Snipes right up his bottom, but they have now pulled 3.6 seconds clear of Bunny's Vengeance. We'll keep an eye on Sykes Snipes. Can he make a move? Now on Wavy, now that Wavy doesn't have any DRS assistance. And we'll also keep an eye in behind on Bunny's Vengeance defending. Here comes Syme up the inside of Bunny's Vengeance. And Syme up into 4th place. Bunnies will try and fight it back. Down into turn 2. But gets nudged. Gets nudged by Boogie. That's the second time Boogie has nudged into the back of somebody. Boogie just nudged Bunny's Vengeance there, and Syme says thank you very much and helps himself to a bit of a gap. Boogie will continue to chase Bunny's Vengeance, and Nathan Holland's getting involved as well now. So Bunny's Vengeance staunch defence continues, but he has dropped to 5th place. Just 3 laps to go, including this one. Mansis looking like a comfortable victor here. Wavy is being chased all the way by Sykes Snipes, and Wavy had a little wobble there. Can this bring Sykes Snipes into a position to challenge? He follows him through the last corner very closely. He's surely going to get him with DRS now. Wavy had a little wobble. Is Sykes Snipes going to be able to make it happen? With the DRS now. He's looking to go the long way around the outside, is he? Doesn't get it done. Wavy defends well. Can he now defend again? He can. Bunny's Vengeance has managed to defend so far from Boogie T Slime and Naben Holland. Brad Mason is catching Scornful Griffin. We're on the penultimate lap. Sykes Snipes, look at him go. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? He's trying to go round the outside, which becomes the inside. It's a great move, but he gives space. And is he going to make it happen? Sykes Snipes into 2nd place. What a move. What a move from Sykes Snipes into 2nd place as Smug Git sets the fastest lap of the race. Sykes Snipes up to 2nd in the Audi from Wavy's Marlborough in 3rd. Syme is a couple of seconds back in 4th from Bunny's Vengeance, who's dropped 3.5 seconds back. He's just trying to defend for his life with Boogie T Slime and Naben Holland coming after him. Then it's Scornful Griffin 3 seconds down the road with Brad Mason trying to get to him. Sykes Snipes has immediately gapped Wavy at 1.5 seconds. And Syme has closed up to 1.5 seconds, so Wavy may be having some problems with the tyres late on. Can Boogie T Slime this time make a move on Bunny's Vengeance? He doesn't look close enough, but he does have the DRS. Bunny's Vengeance defensive stance in the middle of the road. Nothing doing. He's having a look, but still nothing doing. He's getting very close to the back of him again. Absolutely epic defending from Bunny's Vengeance here. And Boogie T Slime is going to be overtaken by Naben Holland. Bit of contact, bit more contact, and into the wall. Into the wall they both go, and they're both going to drop behind Scornful Griffin and Brad Mason. Boogie T Slime and Naben Holland. And that's a shame for everyone except Bunny's Vengeance, who will be delighted to see those two purple and green cars disappear from his mirrors. Syme is making a late bid to try to catch Wavy, but I don't think he's going to get close enough. Mansis then comes through the final couple of corners onto the main straight, and Mansis is going to take the checkered flag and win for Lamborghini here in Baku, and win handsomely by 7.5 seconds. Mansis takes the checkered flag. Syke Snipes from pole position fell back to 4th, takes 2nd. Wavy finishes 3rd, ahead of Syme in 4th. Bunny's Vengeance managed to defend, and finishes 5th with 20-lap-old medium tyres. Scornful Griffin takes 6th, which isn't as bad as where he was most of the race. Brad Mason recovers to 7th. Nathan Holland finishes 8th ahead of Boogie T Slime, who had that incident on the final lap, and Swanton Bomb will take 10th place. Outside the top 10 then, Miller Vanilla finishing 11th, and Smug Git will be your last man home in 12th. 3 DNFs, TMK, MK5 on bags, and UJGC, but it's all about Mansis and Lamborghini, and I bet he wishes he'd been in the season from the start, because I'm sure he'd be right up there. Mansis takes the win. Boogie T Slime, despite that late incident, he did start at the back of the grid, and the game awards him driver of the day. What a thriller of a race in Baku then. Mansis takes the top spot from Syke Snipes and Wavy. Mansis then from 3rd on the grid takes top spot from Syke Snipes. Wavy takes 3rd from 7th place on the grid. Syme 4 with Bunny's Vengeance dropping to 5th in the end, ahead of title rival Scornful Griffin, who nicked a couple of places late on to finish 6th. Brad Mason recovered from the back to finish 7th. Naban Holland 8th, and Boogie T Slime 9th. I'm sure there will be discussions about their late contact. Swanton Bomb finishes 10th, ahead of Miller Vanilla and Smug Git, with the DNFs TMK, MK5 and UJGC. That is about it from Baku and TSL. I will be back on Blobby Butler on Twitter, on Twitch, a little bit later on, in about 40 minutes or so, driving around Jeddah, and then I'll be back on Saturday night from about 9:30 for Baker Plays 200th Facebook stream and a special Sprint Cup where we're doing every race on the game to kind of close out F1 22 as we await the release of F1 23. I'll also be back next Thursday night with TSL action. Thank you everyone for tuning in, both on the DRS, including Sloth, who's commented in the chat there that I've just seen, and Finley, who's come in on mine as well. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you next time. Good night.